Why do 12-step programs focus on character defects for sobriety? Imagine trying to fix a leaky faucet without knowing where the leak is coming from. That's kind of like addiction recovery without addressing the root causes. When people struggle with substance abuse, it's often linked to certain habits or ways of thinking that keep the cycle going. These are what we call character defects. Character defects are behaviors or attitudes that hold people back from healing fully. They include things like dishonesty, resentment, self-centeredness, fear, and perfectionism. These traits might have developed as ways to cope with stress or trauma. But over time, they can make it harder to stay sober because they create emotional or mental hurdles. That's why 12-step programs focus on these issues. The process begins with steps like making a moral inventory. This means honestly looking at oneself and recognizing these negative traits. It's not about judging or labeling yourself as flawed, but about understanding what's standing in the way of recovery. Once someone sees these character defects clearly, the next step is becoming willing to change. This is where steps like becoming ready to have these defects removed come into play. It's about developing healthier habits and attitudes, like honesty, humility, and gratitude. These traits help build a stronger foundation for staying sober. Support networks and community resources play a big role here. They encourage ongoing self-awareness and accountability. Sharing experiences with others who understand the journey can make it easier to confront and work through these defects. It's a process of growth that involves emotional, mental, and spiritual healing. Addressing character defects helps break the cycle of addiction because it gets to the core of what drives addictive behaviors. When people work on these issues, they're less likely to relapse because they're building a healthier mindset. It's about creating a new way of living that supports long-term sobriety. So, 12-step programs focus on character defects because healing isn't just about stopping substance use. It's about changing the habits and attitudes that led to addiction in the first place. This approach helps people rebuild trust, find peace within themselves, and develop a stronger, more positive outlook on life.